Belton's license office. This one's crowded as heck. This is crowded.
New tax
This is driver's license. Put it over here. That's the driver's license part. The one girl just told someone.
Are you recording?
Yes, ma'am.
You cannot record in here.
It's a public building.
No, you cannot record in here.
Yeah, I can.
No, you cannot.
It's a
You have too
public.
much private information. You cannot
No.
record in here.
It's a public
I'm
entity.
going to ask you to leave, sir.
No.
Yes.
It's a government-owned public facility. I have the right to film in public.
Like I said, sir, you cannot record in here.
Yes, I can. I just left
No,
it.
you cannot.
Yes, I can record. It's a public entity.
We
Hey.
have too much private information.
And you have to put that in the back then. Anything I can see, I can record.
No, you cannot.
Yes, I can. You cannot.
I am asking you to please leave with your camcorder.
No. I have the right to be here. It's
No, you do not.
a public
We
building.
have too much private information.
And you have to secure that private information from the public, not
You
me.
know what?
That's
You
your
still
job.
can't video record
Yes,
it.
I can.
No, you cannot.
Yes, I can.
Sir, I'm going to ask you one more
It's called
time.
freedom of
Please speak, or I'm
freedom
calling
of the
police.
press. Well, you may call them.
Are you not going to stop recording?
No, it's a public building. I haven't done nothing wrong. I haven't violated
You're not
any.
allowed to have videotape going on in this.
It's a public building,
It's private information.
but it's a public building, open to the public, government owned. You get government
You're not
funding.
government owned.
You get state and tax fund money.
Yeah, we have this is on the Belton license office. We have a gentleman recording in here. We're not allowed to have recording in this building.
Yes, you are.
Information. He's refusing to leave. I'm sorry.
I just left Grandview's license department. We have the right
325 Main Street.
to record in here. They're gonna call the cops.
About 5'6", 5'5", 5'6", green hat, white t-shirt, blue jeans. White. Gray hair. Yes, on our driver's license side. Belton.
I'm not in line.
SCHNAKE. Just use my cell 816. Thank you.
So we'll wait for the cops to come. Here comes the Belton police now. Coming in. Just recording the public building.
Okay.
They said I couldn't, but I just left Grandview's license. Everything was great because I can. It's a public building. I haven't said nothing to no one. I haven't disturbed anyone other than when they asked me. Told them I was just recording.
Okay.
I just left you
So
guys
you
at
guys
City
have a lot
Hall.
of the First Amendment auditors that comes
I just
through.
film all old buildings. I've been to you guys' police station, I went to City Hall. I've been all the way up to the Capitol.
Okay.
I just travel everywhere and record the buildings. I don't disturb. I didn't.
So would you say
Say
Quick
nothing
Trip
to 'em.
is a public building?
It is a public building that's
Okay.
funded by taxpayers,
So-
and it's open to the
so-
public.
You can be trespassed from any of those buildings, not to come back, right?
If I've done something wrong, I have not done nothing wrong. I have not disturbed anyone. I haven't even said anything to anyone. So
The employees here are asking you not to record in here, and they ask you to leave and you're not, that's now disturbing them, right?
no, it isn't because they have no privacy in public,
Well, I get that, but
and I haven't done nothing wrong. I have not done what is considered unlawful. I have done nothing unlawful by the
they're still asking
Constitution.
you to leave.
It's a public building. You cannot tell me to leave a public building if I have not violated any law. That's under the Constitution of freedom of press. And I am grieving my government. They are government employees, right? They're city employees. Taxpayers pay for us. Us taxpayers pay for them to do the job right.
Okay.
That is what I'm here doing.
Notice all the faces of the public
That's
in
okay.
here.
And it's,
that are
we're in
looking. You
public.
don't think you're disturbing any of
No,
them?
I haven't talked to any of them. I haven't directly filmed them. I've been filming directly at the workers. I didn't film any of those guys.
Can you show me the footage that
I don't
you
stop
haven't
it.
been filming?
No, I haven't. I don't stop it. But this
So-
is where
so
I.
right there, you have him in
That-
there.
yep,
you have
and we're all
these
in
people
public.
here. I know. I'm just saying.
But I'm not doing nothing wrong. This is literally public. I can do this. It's a constitutional right to film in
Also
public,
A business, correct?
open to the public,
Is it a
which is
business?
established.
Yes or no? Business, yes or no?
It's a business paid for by the public,
Okay.
so therefore
if
it's
the
public
business
entity.
employees are asking you to leave.
They
based
don't
off
have
of-
the right to make me leave
For what?
because I have done nothing lawfully wrong. That is like you telling me I can't stand in the park just because someone don't like me at the park.
Well, you can't stand in the park after it's closed, right?
This ain't closed. This time is open. So therefore I have the right to
They're
stand here
saying
and I have the
you're
right to
recording in
record.
here disturbing the peace.
I have the right to record here. I'm in public
I don't know why you're getting so flustered.
because you guys don't know the rules.
Did I ever tell you to leave?
No, they
I'm
did.
trying to get a situation here of what's going on.
All I'm doing is
Obviously,
recording
you're
them.
elevating your behavior for
No, I'm recording them. I haven't said a word to nobody.
it's on camera.
That's right, and I
You're
haven't said nothing to
shaking,
no one.
throwing your hands around.
That's how I talk. I'm Irish.
Well, that's okay. it could be easily said that you were disturbing the peace for everybody in here, whether it's a public or not. It's still a city ordinance of disturbing the public.
I have not disturbed the public. What city ordinance have I violated?
I couldn't tell you right off the head, but we do have an ordinance for disturbing the peace.
And it has to have a certain decimal, or I have to yell, cuss, or scream, or threaten someone is a disturbance. It's a definition of a disturbance.
Not for the ordinance, no.
But that's the definition of a disturbance, which is the
It
law.
could be this interaction right here could be disturbing the peace of somebody.
That was you came up to me. I wasn't talking to no one until you did.
Well, all they're asking you to do is leave.
And I'm not gonna, it's a public building.
Fine, I'll go explain that to them. I'm not gonna
I mean,
force you to leave. But
I was-
the minute you get agitated, like you did with me with one of these employees, that is now disturbing the peace, and I'm gonna come back.
No, it's called explaining to them that they don't know they're right, that
Not
they're
with
wrong.
agitation in your voice.
That ain't
Not if
agitation.
you
That's how I
become
talk.
aggressive.
That's how I talk. You can't tell me that. Well,
People don't know that.
well, I don't know that they don't know their rights, and now they do when you go and tell them.
Clearly, you have been misguided in some
No,
deception of if you're in public, you can't disturb people's peace.
I can't if I ain't doing nothing unlawfully. And I've done nothing unlawfully. I haven't spoke to them until they
Say
spoke
you're-
to me.
Say you're sitting down at a restaurant, right?
That's a public. That's a private place. That's not public.
Let's go Quick Trip then, public place. correct?
That's not public. Not inside is not public. It is
Quick
owned
Trip
by.
is not public. You just said earlier, and you can check the video, that it is public.
No, it isn't. It is a place to go public, but our taxpayers do not fund that. That is a corporation that is owned by a person.
Okay.
This is owned by the city, which is public, paid for by city.
That it was public.
No, I didn't. I said a park.
Okay, when you get home tonight, or whenever you go home from, is this your day job, I'm guessing? You do this for a living?
No, I just do this for fun.
You do this for fun.
Yes, sir.
Whenever you get home, you can review that footage and see that you did say that Quick Trip was a public.
No, I said the park is a public place.
I asked you, would you consider Quick Trip a public place, and you said yes.
Well, it is. It's owned by a company. Well, okay, I misunderstood what you said because it is owned by a company. It's owned by a company. That's why. Just like a restaurant, Walmart's not. Walmart, you can go there, but they can kick you out because it is owned by a company.
So you're saying
This
because,
is paid for by the city, by the
so you're saying you
taxpayers.
can waltz into the police department and start recording?
I've done it. I just left your guys at City Hall, recorded all in
That's the
there.
city hall, it's not the police
And
department.
I did the police station. I've done Lenexa, Wyandotte, Leavenworth, the Capitol, all of them. You can walk in all the police stations too.
So
It's
let me-
open to the
let me
public.
get you, okay? You stand here and mind your business. Don't get any documents on film,
No, I don't-
anything like that, because they have sensitive stuff on their computers, all right?
I don't try and do all that. I was actually getting ready to
To
leave.
me, as police, your voice comes off very aggressive.
It's just the way I talk.
Well, to the general public, they might take that as being disorderly, correct?
No, disorderly is yelling, screaming, causing a
I'm not
disorder.
accusing you of this. I'm just saying some people might think that it's disorderly. Okay,
No, I think
it doesn't matter what you think.
it's their
It
opinion.
depends on the person.
It doesn't matter what they think neither. You just said it.
Okay,
you said don't matter what
now
I
we're just
think.
arguing to argue.
No, I'm not arguing. I'm
Just
just,
saying they got sensitive stuff on their computers.
and that's
As in,
their job
like,
to protect it, not mine.
DOR.
Anything I can
But
see
if
from
you're
the pub-
shoving a camera in
I,
people's face,
I didn't move from this spot. I don't go
you're
and,
just moving it here, and you moved it to the left where I asked to see it, and then you moved it over.
yeah, but I ain't shoving it in no one's
pointed
face.
it to me.
And if they come up to the camera, that's
It's
your,
in my face,
no,
right?
you came up to me. I didn't come to you.
I came to the side of you.
And I have to, I'm gonna film everything we say.
Okay, it's on body camera. I wear
Okay.
a camera 24/7.
Same, I have this 24/7.
But that's all I'm asking you to do is not get their computer stuff because that's sensitive information. And
No, I
as
don't,
long as you're not disturbing anybody's peace.
I don't try and do that. I've never. I just come to do the buildings honestly, film a little bit, and then I leave.
That voice right there, that's calm.
That's,
calm. Right?
well, I'm just trying to be more quiet with me and you, because it's just us talking, and I don't need to talk louder. When I talk louder, it just gets that way.
When I started questioning.
It just automatically gets that way. Well, seriously, I'm not trying to come off aggressive. I'm not. just like I said, I just left Grandview's license department, literally. And there's a lady, when you walk in, she greets you. And
Well, yeah, it's to be expected, especially
right,
today.
and she and it's fine. And she checked, and then she checked with her supervisor. They're like, oh yeah, just. And there again, I was maybe 10 minutes, because that's all I do. I don't. Your city hall, I wasn't in there
You want interactions like this with law enforcement that you can say.
to educate. I don't want to. I
There's
don't.
nothing to
I don't want. Yeah, there is, because they didn't know I could do this. So for you to educate them is the whole point, to bring you, them, and us closer.
Instead, why don't you come in and have that conversation in a peaceful manner? I'm not saying you haven't been peaceful.
They
I'm just saying.
they didn't even want that. First thing they told me to do was, they asked, are you recording? I said, yes ma'am, I'm recording everything I see in public. And then they automatically told me to get out, quit recording. They didn't want to hear anything from that point on. I would have. I explained to the lady when I went there. When I went to the other one just an hour ago. Because she asked, what are you doing? I said, oh, I'm recording public building and all that. Oh, okay. And we interacted. And she goes, let me just make sure it's okay. I said, okay. I said, it is, but yes, ma'am. She went and asked whoever is her boss. Came back. She goes, you're fine. Have a good time. And went on about her business.
I don't see an issue with it as long as you're staying in your lane.
Yeah. No,
Right?
and
Just how everybody is here. They are staying in their lane. They're not disturbing anybody. They're just
Yeah.
here
I'm not-
to get
I-
their step on and go.
and I know there's ones that do that try and
Yeah, it's a
shove it
forced-
in their
it's
face.
It's a forced interaction with
And
law
they do
enforcement
stupid
to-
shit. I
to provoke us or whatever.
City Hall, the one lady asked me what I was doing, told her, okay, went on, we were fine. That's usually what I do. The post office, same thing. And at the end of it, I usually explain to them. All I was doing was just film and see how y'all were. Thank you very much for your cordialness.
To pretty
And
much
then I
good
go.
for the reaction.
That and to educate, because now you'll be able to educate them.
You can't say a forced contact is to educate.
I didn't force anyone to contact with me. If they would have asked, I would have explained it.
So you got in the car this morning, right? Or whenever you decided to come to the Belton DMV, right?
Mm-hmm.
And pulled in here, not expecting a conflict.
No, to be honest, because the other one I haven't had a conflict at all in Belton, Grandview at all from any of you guys, from any department. And I've been in the post office, I've been in your city halls, I've been in your police station, and then I was just walking and seeing this, to be honest, and it was like, oh, I'll just walk in and see. Walked right through and came right over here. Didn't say nothing to no one. I don't try and film people on purpose.
Except for our officers.
And then I just sat right up. Yeah, well, I'm interacting with you. I filmed when I was interacting
We're
with
an
her.
agent of the public, so
Right,
it's
and, but that, I mean, I have a website, it's called My Rights Video. And if you look, that's all it is to promote us all getting back together. Because you gotta
this
admit,
definitely doesn't do it.
well, it
I
does,
will
because
tell
it
you,
educates,
might educate you,
educates.
but we call you First Amendment auditors because that's what you guys are. You audit the First Amendment rights, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, with all that being said, you guys are like your own separate little group that think you're educating, but it comes off as very like condescending.
How's it
Like,
condescending
I'm
doing it
not
right?
saying that it is. I'm just saying it comes across that way because you think you know X, Y, Z, and nobody else does. Is that correct?
No,
Because you came in here saying
there's,
you were going to educate the public
No,
employees that have
I-
been here.
if they ask, if they do not know. Your guys' post office, every one of them knew. Your guys' city hall, every one of them knew.
And all of us at the PD.
Exactly. And that's all it is. I don't put it in their faces. I don't walk up to the counters usually even. And that's why I didn't their counters. I know they don't want that in their face. I wouldn't either. Stand back and do what you do and go on about your business. And that's what I do. And
I'll go let them know.
To help.
Whatever, but
educate and to help let them know.
just,
Because
like I said,
it's just a
watch-
riot
watch
and they're
the
taking them
computers,
away.
Because we're getting people's information, all of that stuff. With you having a microphone, people giving their socials and all that stuff. It is a public place, but I mean, they're obviously recording itself.
Right.
So just be careful of what you can pick up.
Yeah, and I try not to, I'll be honest. I'm not, like I said, there's ones that are out there that way.
It just takes one person giving their social, and you got that on camera now. And
Right,
that's,
and yeah, and just like the kids and all, I turn it up. When I went to the Capitol, they had a big old kids fest.
I'm not going to waste any more of law enforcement's time on this. I'll go explain that to them. I'll leave.
Okay, and then I'll leave myself. Thank you. But they need to get educated first. I can record. People just don't understand our rights. But now he does. And so do the workers. He's back behind that wall there that you can't see, talking to the workers, explaining to them I can record in here, and that they do not understand that it is a public building and I can record. And there goes the officer. And we will leave after he leaves.
Yeah, so that'll take the 8 weeks up there for your classes.
Well, guys, now that they got educated, and all the mean mugging did not really work. Especially from that one there. Oh, well, guys, they failed miserably. This is Belton's license department. We're out. That was the Belton License Department. They failed miserably.